Right, here we go guys, this is how to dismantle a 2mm Aspire AVP pod to make it a 4mm. This is an official one, as you can tell, it is a 2mm pod. And as you can probably see, it's got a nice big black bung in it. Yeah, you can see that, can't you? Now this is the bit we're going to remove here, so get rid of the box. Now then, I'm using a actual iPhone screwdriver, but any very thin tipped flat head screwdriver should be able to do this. As you can tell, I've done it a few times just to test it out. So what we're going to do is grab the pod like that, get your screwdriver in the gap there, just between the plastic and the metal. Give it a bit of a stab and you should be able to see, might take a few times, you might have to swap the pod around just to find a little bit easier place to do it. Alright, so as you can see, once you get it under, you can see it move up, and then it will be a little bit stiff to start moving, but with your screwdriver still underneath slightly, you can move it up. Once it's like that, you can pop it this way and it will slip off fairly easy. So this bit is all the seal to stop your e-liquid come out. As you can tell, that's a fill port, and right in there is where obviously the coil goes. You can use your screwdriver or a sponge if you've got one from a DIY project. All you need to do is just stick it so it's like that in between, just where the coil goes, in between there, and as you can see, lifts off very, very easy. That's all it is inside. Some plastic, your fill port, this is your mouthpiece here. That's about it. So what we're going to do is get rid of this big black thing. What you should be able to do is sometimes just tap it. If not, get your screwdriver again, pop it to either side, or you can use it just down the sides. Find a nice easy spot to pull it out. There we go, got mine going. You can tell. So it started moving at the top. Might be better off getting it at the side, so one side or the other. So like there. And then it's just easy lift out. And then you can pull the rest out. As you can see, that's a big sponge bung for that. So that's it all dismantled. And what we need to do is just make sure that this white piece comes off as well, because this bit's awkward to get back on. Alright guys, so you should be able to just get your screwdriver in there, it'll pop off fairly easy. Makes it easier to put it back on as well when you reattach the mouthpiece. So that's it, completely, totally dismantled. I mean, you can tell, I don't know if you can see that, but that's a lot there. And you can see where all the various holes go. For me, this caused an issue with the coil and felt like as though it was not enough juice in at the bottom. So what we're going to do is pop this on so the pointy bit, which is a bit that goes into the actual pod, is upwards. Apologies for my fingers there. And pop the one that's got the bit where it looks as though it's got a tube sticking out slightly onto there. Like so. And that's basically how it's going to go back in. And then the reverse is obviously make sure you get the air hole properly lined up. And like I say, this is why it's easier to put this back on, because all you're going to do is literally slide it back on, and because it only goes fits nice and easily, you can see there that'll fit. There we go, and it all just push fits back on, so you can see that it's gone on perfect. And for the metal part, again, just make sure you marry up the full porthole and these two holes with where the magnets is. Otherwise, it will actually not go on, surprisingly, because it will go on, but you'll be stuck filling it. So make sure it goes the right way, and then it all just clicks back on, and you nice and shake it off. That's it. And then you've got a nice 4mm working pod. There we go, guys. Might be a struggle first time getting this off, but once you get the knack of it, you can do this on all your TPD pods and get the maximum for it. And as you can tell, if you've got e-liquid in this, you will be able to fill it, refill it while it's in use after this point here. So this point here. So you can tip it upside down as long as the liquid doesn't come any further than this. You will be able to pull and push your coil back in. Just to be on the safe side, do it a little bit further down, then nothing gets into the mouthpiece and stuff, causes you spitting and stuff like this. That's it, guys. Nice and easy. Hope you enjoyed this, because it was my first one I've ever done for a tutorial. Alright, bye bye.